From space, Earth looks familiar. A brilliant blue world, alive with continents, clouds, and oceans that cover more than 70% of its surface. For centuries, we've looked up at the stars, wondering what mysteries lie beyond our planet. We've sent spacecraft to the moon, explored Mars with robotic rovers, and peered into galaxies billions of light years away. Yet hidden beneath those blue oceans lies a world we have barely begun to understand. Imagine standing on a beach. The waves seem calm. The horizon stretches endlessly before you. It feels as though you've seen the ocean, but you've only seen its surface. Beneath those gentle waves, the seafloor plunges into immense valleys, towering underwater mountains, and vast plains that no sunlight has ever touched. There are places so deep, so remote, that no human eye has ever seen them directly. The deeper you descend, the stranger the world becomes. Sunlight fades, temperatures fall, pressure rises with astonishing force, until you enter a realm where darkness has ruled for millions of years, a place where life had to evolve without the sun, where survival depends on extraordinary adaptations, and where creatures create their own light simply to communicate, to hunt, or to stay alive. For generations, people imagined monsters lurking in the abyss, legends of sea serpents, lost civilizations, impossible creatures. Today, science has replaced myth with something even more remarkable: the truth. Because every expedition into the deep ocean reveals life forms unlike anything scientists expected to find. And almost every year, researchers discover species completely unknown to science. Perhaps the greatest surprise is not what we found. It's how much remains unexplored. Large areas of the deep seafloor have never been directly observed. Every expedition uncovers new landscapes, new ecosystems, and new questions. The deep ocean remains one of Earth's least explored environments. Over the next few minutes, we'll descend into the darkest places on our planet, travel through underwater worlds that seem almost alien, meet creatures that survive where almost nothing else can, explore the deepest known place in Earth's oceans, and discover why the greatest frontier of exploration may not be space at all. It may be beneath the oceans that surround us every day. The journey begins at the surface. Sunlight sparkles across the waves. Seabirds circle overhead. Schools of fish glide through warm, blue water. It feels alive, familiar, comforting. But appearances can be deceiving, because beneath this peaceful surface, an entirely different world is waiting. Our submersible begins its descent. 10 meters, 50, 100. At first, very little changes. The water is still bright. Coral reefs teem with life. Sea turtles drift effortlessly through the current. Sunlight reaches almost every corner. This is a part of the ocean humanity knows best. Then, the light begins to fade. At around 200 meters, the ocean enters what scientists often call the twilight zone. Sunlight still exists, but only barely. Colors disappear. Blue becomes gray. Gray becomes black. Plants can no longer survive here, because too little sunlight reaches its depth for photosynthesis. The world grows quieter and stranger as the submersible continues downward. The pressure increases with astonishing speed. Every 10 meters adds more force. By 1,000 meters, the pressure is immense, far beyond what an unprotected human body could survive. Only specially engineered research vehicles can safely travel here. Now, we enter complete darkness, the midnight zone. No sunrise has ever touched this world. No sunset has ever painted its horizon. For millions of years, darkness has been absolute, yet life continues, not despite the darkness, but because of it. Tiny flashes begin appearing outside the window. Blue, green, white, living lights. Creatures producing their own glow through bioluminescence. Some use it to attract prey, others to communicate. Some disappear into the darkness by matching the faint light filtering down from above. Here, light itself has become a survival strategy. The deeper we travel, the colder the water becomes, just above freezing. Yet life persists, not in abundance like shallow coral reefs, but in forms unlike anything found near the surface. Delicate jellyfish drift through the darkness like floating galaxies. Transparent creatures reveal their internal organs. Predators wait patiently in the blackness, conserving every precious calorie. In this environment, energy is so scarce that every movement matters. Scientists often describe the deep ocean as one of the most extreme habitats on Earth, not because it lacks life, but because life has adapted to conditions once thought impossible. Immense pressure, near freezing temperatures, perpetual darkness, and food that may take days, weeks, or even months to arrive from the surface. Yet evolution found a way. Again and again, our instruments indicate another sharp drop beneath us. The seafloor is still nowhere in sight. The ocean stretches deeper, far deeper, into regions few people will ever see. And somewhere below, a world unlike any other is waiting. One where the rules of life are rewritten. One where survival itself becomes an extraordinary achievement. Welcome to the deep ocean. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be in a world without sunlight? In the world above, nearly every ecosystem depends on sunlight. Plants capture their energy. Animals depend on those plants, or on creatures that do. But here, thousands of meters beneath the waves, the sun has no influence. Its light has never reached this place. And yet, life thrives, not despite the darkness, because it evolved to live within it. For centuries, scientists believed the deepest parts of the ocean might be nearly lifeless. The conditions seemed too extreme. Near freezing temperatures, crushing pressure, complete darkness, very little food. By every measure, it appeared impossible. The ocean had other ideas. The first light you see here doesn't come from the sun. It comes from life itself. Tiny flashes drift through the darkness. Blue, green, sometimes red. This extraordinary ability is called bioluminescence. Through chemical reactions inside specialized organs, many deep-sea organisms produce their own light. Some use it to attract prey, others to communicate, some to confuse predators, and others to disappear by matching the faint light filtering down from above, a strategy known as counterlumination. In the deep ocean, light isn't just beautiful, it's a tool for survival. Then, something emerges from the darkness. An anglerfish. Its body is small. Its mouth is enormous. Sharp teeth point inward like tiny hooks. Suspended above its head is a glowing lure. It doesn't chase its prey. It waits, patiently, when an unsuspecting animal swims closer. The ocean falls silent. Then, in a single explosive movement, the hunt is over. It is one of evolution's most remarkable hunting strategies. Nearby, a transparent glass squid glides through the water. Its body is so clear that many of its internal organs are visible. To predators, it's almost invisible. Nature has discovered a remarkable solution. If you cannot hide in darkness, become the darkness. The searchlights sweep across the abyss. For a brief moment, a Dumbo octopus appears. Its ear-like fins gently propel it through the water with quiet grace. Unlike many deep-sea predators, it moves without urgency. In a place where every movement costs energy, efficiency is survival. Then, the camera catches something even stranger, a siphonophore, stretching through the darkness like a living chain. It appears to be one giant animal, but it isn't. It's a colony. Hundreds, sometimes thousands, of genetically identical individuals called zooids. Each performs a different task. Some capture food, others reproduce, others provide movement. Alone, they cannot survive. Together, they function as a single organism, one of nature's most extraordinary collaborations. And these are only the creatures we've found. Every year, scientists discover new species in the deep ocean. Some are unlike anything previously recorded. Others challenge long-held assumptions about how life survives under extreme conditions. The deeper we explore, the more surprises await. Perhaps the most astonishing discovery wasn't a creature at all. It was an ecosystem near hydrothermal vents, where superheated, mineral-rich water pours from cracks in the seafloor. Entire communities thrive. Towering tube worms, giant clams, specialized shrimp, Instead of relying on sunlight, many of these ecosystems depend on chemosynthesis. Certain microorganisms obtain energy from chemicals released by the vents, forming the foundation of a food web independent of photosynthesis. It revealed something extraordinary. Life doesn't always need sunlight. Sometimes it finds another way. That discovery transformed more than marine biology. It changed the way scientists think about life elsewhere in the universe. If life can flourish here, in darkness, under crushing pressure, fueled by chemistry rather than sunlight, could similar environments exist beneath the icy oceans of distant moons? Europa, Enceladus, worlds hiding oceans beneath frozen crusts. The deep sea beneath our own planet may hold clues to life far beyond it, but astonishing creatures are only part of the story. Beneath us, the seafloor suddenly disappears again. The instruments show a dramatic plunge into an even deeper abyss. Ahead lies the deepest known place in Earth's oceans, a place so extreme that only a handful of humans have ever visited, the Mariana Trench. Our instruments continue their descent. The numbers keep rising. 6,000 meters, 7,000, 8,000. Still, the bottom remains out of sight. Ahead lies the deepest known place in Earth's oceans, the Mariana Trench, a scar in Earth's crust stretching for more than 2,500 kilometers across the western Pacific Ocean, formed where one tectonic plate slowly slides beneath another, a process that has shaped our planet for millions of years. At its deepest known point, the Challenger Deep reaches nearly 11 kilometers below sea level. If you place Mount Everest, Earth's tallest mountain, inside it, its summit would still remain more than a kilometer beneath the ocean's surface. Numbers alone struggle to capture a place like this. It exists on a scale that the human mind rarely experiences. The pressure here is almost unimaginable, more than 1,000 times the atmospheric pressure at sea level, enough to crush an ordinary submarine in an instant. Even steel yields under such force. Only a handful of specially engineered deep-diving vehicles have ever reached these depths. Every descent represents years of engineering, planning, and extraordinary courage. In 1960, Swiss engineer Jacques Picard and U.S. Navy Lieutenant Don Walsh became the first humans to reach Challenger Deep aboard the bathyscaphe Trieste. The descent took nearly 5 hours. For just a short time, they sat at the deepest known point on Earth. Outside their tiny vessel, almost unimaginable darkness, crushing pressure, and a landscape few human eyes had ever witnessed. More than half a century later, their achievement remains one of exploration's greatest milestones. In the years that followed, new expeditions returned. Filmmakers, scientists, engineers. Among them, filmmaker James Cameron, who completed a solo descent to Challenger Deep in 2012 using the Deep-Sea Challenger submersible. Each mission expanded our understanding of this extraordinary environment. Every expedition collected new data, new images, new questions. One of the greatest surprises was this. Life exists here. Tiny crustaceans, sea cucumbers, single-celled organisms, microbes adapted to pressures once thought incompatible with life. These discoveries challenged long-standing assumptions about the limits of biology. Life proved to be far more resilient than scientists had imagined. Yet even now, the Mariana Trench remains largely unexplored. Much of its terrain has never been directly observed. Every new mission reveals unfamiliar landscapes, unexpected species, and geological features unlike anywhere else on Earth. The deeper scientists investigate, the more they realize how much remains unknown. Standing at the edge of the Challenger Deep, one realization becomes impossible to ignore. This isn't merely the deepest place in the ocean. It's one of the least explored places on our planet. A frontier still waiting to be understood. But perhaps the greatest mystery isn't the trench itself. It's what might still be hidden beyond the reach of our lights. Thousands of square kilometers of deep ocean remain largely unexplored. Could entirely new species still be waiting? The answer may be closer than we think. The submersible's lights reach only a short distance into the darkness. Beyond that, nothing. Not because there is nothing there, but because we simply cannot see. Imagine standing in a vast forest at night, with only a flashlight. Everything beyond its beam still exists. You're just unable to observe it. The deep ocean is much the same, except the forest stretches for thousands of kilometers, and the darkness is almost absolute. Every year, marine expeditions return with extraordinary discoveries. A jellyfish unlike any previously documented, a transparent fish, a deep-sea worm, a new species of octopus, creatures that spent millions of years living unnoticed beneath the waves. Scientists estimate that a large number of marine species have yet to be formally described. The exact number remains uncertain. But one thing is clear: the ocean still holds countless biological secrets. Perhaps the greatest surprise isn't discovering new species. It's discovering entirely new ecosystems. In recent decades, researchers have identified thriving communities around hydrothermal vents, methane seeps, and other extreme environments. Each discovery has expanded our understanding of where and how life can survive. Every expedition reminds us that Earth's oceans remain full of surprises. Technology is changing the way we explore. Autonomous underwater vehicles, remotely operated robots, advanced sonar systems, high-resolution seafloor mapping, artificial intelligence helping researchers analyze enormous amounts of data. With every new tool, the darkness becomes a little less mysterious. But even today, much of the deep ocean has never been directly observed. Sometimes, the most important discoveries aren't dramatic. A tiny microorganism, a new species of crustacean, a previously unknown chemical process. Each one can reshape our understanding of biology. Some deep-sea organisms have already inspired advances in medicine, biotechnology, and engineering. Nature often solves problems long before humans realize those problems exist. The deep ocean may still hold solutions we haven't imagined. Then there is another mystery: the ocean floor itself. Hidden beneath layers of sediment lie records of Earth's history, ancient volcanic eruptions, past climates, mass extinctions, the movement of tectonic plates. The deep sea is more than a habitat. It's a geological archive stretching back millions of years. Every sediment layer tells part of our planet's story. As our journey nears its end, one realization becomes impossible to ignore. The greatest discoveries may not belong to the past. They may still lie ahead, waiting beneath kilometers of water, in darkness untouched by human eyes, waiting for the next expedition, the next generation of scientists, the next question. Perhaps the greatest mystery isn't hidden in the deep ocean. Perhaps it's hidden within us. The desire to keep exploring, to keep asking questions, to descend just a little farther than anyone has before. Because every frontier humanity has crossed began with curiosity, and the deep ocean is no exception. But after everything we've witnessed, one final question remains. When we look into the abyss, what are we really looking at? Another world, or a forgotten part of our own? For thousands of years, exploration depended on courage. Wooden ships crossed unknown seas. Navigators trusted only the stars. Every voyage carried enormous risk. Today, the greatest frontier on Earth is still the ocean, but the explorers are changing. The next generation of deep-sea discovery may not begin with people. It may begin with robots. Autonomous underwater vehicles now travel where humans cannot remain for long. Some can dive for days. Others can map enormous sections of seafloor with astonishing precision. They don't grow tired. They don't need air. And they can safely enter environments too dangerous for human crews. Above them, research vessels coordinate missions using satellites, sonar, and advanced navigation systems. Far below, remotely operated vehicles glide silently through the darkness. Their cameras reveal landscapes that have remained hidden for millions of years. Every expedition expands humanity's understanding of its own planet. Artificial intelligence is becoming an explorer as well. Modern expeditions collect enormous amount of information: high-definition video, sonar scans, water chemistry, genetic samples, environmental measurements. Far more data than any individual scientist could analyze alone. Machine learning systems now help researchers identify unusual patterns, recognize marine species, and highlight discoveries that might otherwise be overlooked. Technology isn't replacing scientists. It's helping them ask better questions. The ocean is also becoming increasingly important to understanding Earth's future. Deep-sea sediments preserve records of ancient climates. Ocean currents influence weather across the globe. Marine ecosystems help regulate the planet's carbon cycle. By studying the deep ocean, scientists gain valuable clues about climate, biodiversity, and the changing Earth. Protecting this environment begins with understanding it, but exploration brings responsibility. As technology reaches deeper into the ocean, human activity follows. Deep-sea fishing, underwater cables, mineral exploration, each offers opportunities. Each also raises important questions. How do we balance discovery with conservation? How do we explore without damaging ecosystems that have taken millions of years to develop? Scientists, engineers, policymakers, and communities around the world continue searching for those answers. Perhaps the greatest lesson of the deep ocean is this. Every discovery reminds us how much remains unknown. Every expedition reveals another question. Every map uncovers another unexplored valley. Every new species hints at countless others still waiting to be found. The frontier continues moving, not farther away, but deeper. The next person to make a historic discovery in the deep ocean may be a marine biologist, a robotics engineer, a data scientist, or perhaps someone watching this documentary today. Because exploration has never belonged in one generation. It belongs to every generation willing to ask, what lies beyond what we already know? And after everything we've seen, one final journey remains, not into the deepest trench, but into the meaning of exploration itself. Because the greatest mystery of the ocean may not be what it hides. It may be why we keep returning. For thousands of years, humanity believed the world had already been discovered. The continents were mapped, the mountains climbed, the skies crossed, the moon reached its zenith. Today, we dream of Mars, of distant planets, of galaxies beyond imagination. Yet one of the greatest frontiers has been beside us all along, hidden beneath the waves, waiting. Every map tells a story, not only about the places we've explored, but about the places we haven't. The blank spaces have grown smaller over the centuries, yet beneath the oceans, some still remain. Entire landscapes, towering mountains, deep valleys, ancient volcanoes, unknown ecosystems, all waiting beneath kilometers of water. Perhaps that's why the deep ocean captures our imagination. It reminds us that discovery isn't over. There are still places where the next expedition might reveal something never before seen by human eyes. A new species, a hidden ecosystem, a geological wonder, or a clue to how life began on Earth. The age of exploration did not end. It simply moved beneath the sea. Every descent into the abyss teaches us something unexpected, not only about the ocean, but about ourselves. We explore because we are curious, because unanswered questions pull us forward, because every generation inherits mysteries from the one before it, and leaves new questions for the one that follows. That desire to understand the unknown has shaped every great journey in human history. The deep ocean has already transformed science. It has revealed extraordinary forms of life, expanded our understanding of evolution, shown that ecosystems can flourish without sunlight, and inspired new ideas in medicine, engineering, and the search for life beyond Earth. Every discovery reminds us that nature is often more imaginative than we are. Perhaps the greatest lesson lies in perspective. From space, Earth appears familiar, blue, peaceful, known. But beneath that thin layer of sunlight, another world begins. A world of perpetual darkness, immense pressure, alien landscapes, and life that rewrote the rules of survival. It has existed beside us since the beginning of human history, not hidden by distance, but by depth. One day, new technologies will descend farther, map more accurately, discover more species, answer questions we haven't even thought to ask. But every answer will uncover another mystery, because exploration has never been about reaching the end. It's about continuing the journey. So, the next time you stand beside the ocean, watching the waves roll gently toward the shore, remember this. Beneath that calm surface lies one of the largest unexplored environments on Earth, a place where mountains rise higher than skyscrapers, where life glows in complete darkness, where the pressure can crush steel, and where the next great discovery may already be waiting, not on another planet, but on our own. The greatest mysteries are not always the farthest away. Sometimes they're hidden beneath the waves we've looked at our entire lives. Kindly subscribe and turn on notifications, because our next documentary will blow your mind.